Just made a couple updates to my renko master strategy. Alright, and let's get to it. First update I made was I took out the other band's indicator and I put on a different one so that I could change the top, the bottom, and the middle color. So if I Bollinger Bands, except I can just change the color. It's the same as Bollinger Bands basically. I can just change the color to tell me when to sell and when to buy. Like the green one is when you want to buy, the red one is when you want to sell, and then the middle one is just a moving average. Okay, so basically, and I also changed my indicator to from what was it before RSI candles to a different type of color change candle indicator for my wrinkle bars. And that's pretty much the only area. And I took out my wrinkle signal, or yeah, was that? Yeah, wrinkle signal IM. I took that out. All right, now first thing you want to do is when your wrinkle bars cross over the trigger lines, you want to go ahead and go in for a buy, whether it be from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom. Let's look at a good one. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. All right, you want to go in for a buy. As soon as you get that final cross, boom, and then you start to see these here candles go up. I mean your trigger lines. So you see your trigger lines turn blue. You want to go ahead and go in for a buy. Okay, and at the same time you see your solar wind joy flip to a different color down here. Okay, now as soon as that happens, boom, you go in and you get out as soon as it's hit the top band, or you can get out when it flips back over the trigger lines. And you got 80 quick pips on GJ, which anybody knows that's a good amount of money. 80 pips GJ. Or you can be conservative and get out, at the flip of the other solar wind joy, but I'll get out at the cross of the other trigger lines here. Okay, so you would get out, or you could get in when it crosses the Heikin-Ashi here. Okay, so signals that everything is good for a go is when your trigger lines are the color that you are biased towards. When it crosses your Heikin-Ashi, and your Heikin-Ashi are the colors that you're biased towards, and also when your candles are the colors that you're biased towards. Okay, your renko candles. And also this middle line here of the Bollinger Bands is a 20 period moving average. So when everything's above that, then you're good for a go also. So just go ahead and keep that in mind. Or you can just go ahead and take this moving average out altogether. You can take it out altogether. Doesn't really matter. Or you can keep it in. You can take it out and use your Heikin-Ashi as that line if you want to. Doesn't really matter. So if you got in here to there, 60 pips. If you would have got in here to there, 80 pips. So if 20 pips is not bad of losing, just to be sure, then go ahead, by all means, do your thing. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So you got to cross below the trigger lines here. Boom. Going for a go. Now, definite is when the solar wind joy crosses down here again. Okay. Boom. 65 pips. Right? You want to get in at the cross of this trigger line. So 42 pips. It's not bad. Okay. If you wait till the candles turn your color, boom, 29 pips. Okay, not bad at all. Here's another one. Your solar wind joy crossed. Your solar wind joy crossed over the top of you, and your candles crossed over your trigger lines. And these are also different setting trigger lines. This is not the default settings for this, so just keep that in mind. Crossed over your trigger lines and your solar wind joy flip. and then it crossed over Haikinashi. Everything went smoothly, and it's pretty close towards the green bottom Bollinger Band. Everything went smooth, boom, boom, bow. As you can see, it crossed back over, but your solar wind joy is still one solid color. It didn't change colors yet, so just keep that in mind also. Nothing flipped down here, so don't be scared. If it goes down, but nothing down here flipped. Okay, this is your main indicator to stay in the trend. Okay, nothing down there flipped. Keep going, bam. Hit the top. Now you can get out with your 78 pips. You know what I mean? You can get out with your 78 pips here. Take profit just to be safe. Okay? Get out. Boom. In case you don't want to go through that whipsaw of, okay, where'd you get in at? You got in right here. Well, you wouldn't go through that much for whipsaw. You'd just lose your profit and break even, pretty much. Or you'd be a little bit negative, actually, due to the commissions and the spreads and all that stuff. You'd be a little bit negative. So, but if you would have got in down here, if I get in early, it's a little bit better. Okay. And you got a whipsaw of a couple pips. So you still been profit about 20 pips. Boom, boom. And you would have made that up right here. Okay, there goes your 80 pips back. And 107 pips. Came back down, crossed over the trigger lines. And it crossed over Haikinashi, but it didn't continue. It just had one color. Now if you get 2 or 3 also with a cross over down here, then I'd be a little bit, shaken up as to get out, But nonetheless, you're still in profit. Okay, cross back up over the trigger lines. Boom, and you'd be in profit 114 pips right now if you would have just held that in. Okay, and it's still going to go up actually. In fact, as you can see, the next level I'm predicting is right there. This is from the price action. Okay, from the price action, we can see that you still got another 50 odd pips. If you come over to the hourly chart, you got under 50 odd pips for that also. See, wow, and you're good. Now this weekly is what you want to be looking out for. It's going to keep going up on you. Okay, everything's going to be for a go on the buy, except for when you get up here. Now be a little careful when you get up to here. But my traders know you got about 300 odd pips before you get to that weekly resistance and support level. So just watch out for that level. Okay. Just watch out for that level. It's about 300 so pips to play around into that level. Come back over here. So you want to go for all strictly buys. You can go for strictly buys. See if I can get some more. Okay. You want to back test, you can just pull a chart back and just go ahead and back test it, whatever you want to do. So everything's blue here. Everything's blue here. Boom, boom. Solar wind flipped. Cross, blue, blue. Everything's good for go. That was a 500 pip move right there. That was lovely. Everything's good for go here. Solar wind flipped. Wow, everything's good for a go down here. That was 194 or 228 pip move. Quite lovely. And just go ahead and back test it. I mean, it works pretty good. Just stick to the rules and you'll be all right.